Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. In this episode, I would like to direct your attention to a stipulation that was signed on June 5th, 2023, but it's docketed. The date that it is filed on the docket is different than the date that the document was signed. It's docketed June 6th, 2023, if you would like to take a look at it. This is a stipulation that is entered into by Mr. Thompson, who is the prosecutor on behalf of the state, and Ms. Taylor, who is defense counsel to Mr. Koberger. And this stipulation, it's an agreement. It's something where the two sides have come together and they've agreed on something. And they are asking here for the judge to enter a protective order as to certain records. Paragraph 1 are records that have been obtained during the investigation of this case, Idaho versus Koberger, that belong to the victims, that come from the University of Idaho. And they are for Madison Mogan, Kaylee Concalves, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. And you'll recall that on the day of the horrific crimes that those four students were attending the University of Idaho. So there's some records that have been, it appears, obtained from U of I that the two sides, the state and the defense, are asking the court to enter a protective order, and that will prevent, if the judge signs it, from these records getting out into the public. The second paragraph is rather interesting because, yes, you would imagine the students were going to school at U of I at the time. So during the course of the proceedings and the investigation, that the Moscow Police Department would want to serve warrants to get records from when they attended college there. The second is entitled Records that have to do with students, faculty, and staff relative to an official civil rights investigation that apparently was conducted or was continuing to be conducted at the University of Idaho. Now, there's no further information regarding specifically what was the context of this civil rights investigation, if it was the university itself that decided to undertake it, if someone else came and because of a filing, a complaint, a request, that then kick-started the civil rights investigation. We just don't know at this time because there is no further clarifying information regarding the second group of records that the state and defense are asking Judge to enter a protective order on, and therefore it will prevent these records from making it outside to the public arena. The parties then go in to explain that these records are protected by state law, federal law, privacy, and therefore it is appropriate for the judge to enter into this stipulated order, to grant this order. Remember, stipulation is not the protective order. It's just the two sides going to the judge and saying, Your Honor, good cause, please enter this protective order, and here's why. That will conclude this episode for today. My name is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here at the Indie Zone.